Dealing with sensitive people can sometimes be challenging, but when approached with the right mindset, it can lead to deeper, more meaningful connections. In this video, I'm going to share not just tips, but a comprehensive guide on how to manage and interact with sensitive individuals. These strategies are designed to help you navigate emotionally charged situations with grace and respect, improving communication and fostering stronger relationships. 1. Understand their sensitivity. To begin, it's important to realize that sensitivity isn't a flaw, it's a personality trait, often tied to heightened emotional awareness and empathy. Sensitive people are often deeply affected by their surroundings, conversations, and even small changes in tone or body language. They feel things more intensely than others, and while this can lead to beautiful emotional depth, it can also make them more vulnerable to hurt or criticism. Understanding that sensitivity is not something to be fixed or criticized will give you the compassion to approach sensitive people with kindness. Their emotional responses may not always seem logical to you, but for them, these reactions feel deeply real. Remember, their emotional experiences are valid, even if they differ from your own. 2. Be mindful of your words. Words are powerful, and for sensitive individuals, they hold a lot of weight. Negative or harsh language can sting and leave lasting effects. Sensitive people are often very self-aware, so words that may seem small or harmless to others can feel overwhelming to them. It's essential to speak carefully and consider the impact your words might have. For example, instead of saying, "You're being dramatic," say, "I understand that this is upsetting for you, and I want to help you through it." The latter is supportive, while the first is dismissive. A little bit of extra care in the way you express yourself can go a long way in making someone feel safe and valued. 3. Be conscious of their emotional boundaries. While sensitive people may be more open about their emotions, they may also need extra space when they are feeling overwhelmed. It's essential to respect their emotional boundaries. Sometimes, when they need to retreat to process their emotions, they might appear withdrawn or distant. Don't take it personally. They are simply trying to protect themselves from emotional overload. When they're not ready to talk, respect their space and give them time to regroup. You can offer reassurance by saying, "I'm here for you when you're ready to talk." Take all the time you need. This lets them know that they can express themselves when they feel comfortable, without feeling pressured. 4. Avoid criticism or negative feedback in public. Sensitive people can become easily embarrassed or humiliated, especially when they are criticized in front of others. Public criticism can feel like an attack and can severely damage their self-esteem. If you need to offer constructive feedback or express concerns, do so in private, and frame it in a way that's supportive rather than critical. Instead of saying, "You did this all wrong," try something like, "I see where you're coming from, but here's a way we could improve this together." This approach not only offers constructive criticism, but also shows that you're willing to work with them and support them in making positive changes. 5. Practice active listening. One of the best ways to deal with sensitive people is to listen actively and attentively. Often, they just want to be heard and understood. When they are speaking, give them your full attention. Avoid interrupting them or immediately offering solutions. Sometimes, they simply need to vent and process their emotions, and that's okay. Active listening includes nodding, making eye contact, and occasionally validating their feelings with phrases like, "I hear you," or "I understand how that must feel." You don't always need to provide solutions, just being a sounding board for them can be incredibly reassuring. 6. Offer reassurance and validation. Sensitive people often require emotional reassurance to feel secure. When they're upset or unsure of themselves, offering validation can help them feel understood. Validation doesn't mean agreeing with everything they say or do, but it does involve acknowledging that their emotions are real and understandable. For instance, if they're worried about a project or a social situation, you could say, "I understand why you're feeling anxious about this. It's normal to feel that way, but I believe you can handle it." This statement validates their feelings and offers encouragement without invalidating their emotions or dismissing their concerns. 7. Show empathy, not sympathy. Empathy means understanding and sharing the feelings of another person. Sympathy, on the other hand, is feeling pity for someone's situation. When dealing with sensitive individuals, it's important to show empathy rather than sympathy. Sensitive people don't want to be pitied, they want to feel supported and understood. Empathy involves being there for someone, even when you don't fully understand their emotional experience. It's about saying things like, "I can't imagine how hard this must be, but I'm here with you every step of the way." By showing that you care deeply, you make them feel valued and supported. 8. Be consistent and reliable. Sensitive individuals thrive in environments where they feel secure. Consistency and reliability are key. If you make plans with them or promise to do something, follow through. Sensitive people may struggle with trust, especially if they've been let down before. By being dependable, you help reinforce their sense of safety and trust in you. 9. Be patient and allow for emotional processing. Sometimes, sensitive people need more time to process their emotions. They may not be able to explain or express themselves immediately, and that's okay. Pressuring them for quick responses or solutions can cause anxiety and stress. Instead, give them the time they need and show patience as they work through their feelings. You can say, "Take all the time you need. When you're ready to talk, I'm here." This lets them know you're not rushing them, but you're there when they're ready to open up. 10. Don't take it personally. When dealing with sensitive people, it's important not to take their emotional reactions personally. They may react more intensely than you expect, but it's not always about you. Their heightened emotions can stem from past experiences, insecurities, or their own internal struggles. Try to avoid internalizing their emotions. For instance, if they react defensively to something you said, remind yourself that their reaction is based on their own emotional landscape, not a reflection of your intentions. Understanding this helps prevent unnecessary conflict and keeps you grounded in the relationship. 11. Set healthy boundaries. While it's important to be compassionate and understanding, setting boundaries is also essential. Sensitive people can sometimes become overly dependent on others for emotional validation, and this can be exhausting. It's important to communicate your own needs and limitations clearly. Setting boundaries might look like saying, "I care about you, but I need some time to myself right now to recharge." Being honest about your emotional capacity is not selfish, it's essential for maintaining your well-being while supporting others. 12. Help them build resilience. While being sensitive isn't something that can be fixed, you can help sensitive people build resilience. Encourage them to develop coping strategies for managing overwhelming emotions. This might include journaling, practicing mindfulness, or seeking professional support, such as therapy or counseling. Offering these suggestions gently can help sensitive individuals build emotional resilience over time and better navigate the challenges they face. 13. Celebrate their strengths. Sensitive individuals are often highly empathetic, intuitive, and compassionate. These qualities can make them incredible friends, partners, and colleagues. Celebrate these strengths and remind them of how much they contribute to the world. Positive reinforcement helps them feel valued for who they are, not just what they do. For example, you might say, "I really admire how caring and thoughtful you are. Your ability to empathize with others is truly special." By focusing on their positive traits, you help them feel confident in their own sensitivity. In conclusion, dealing with sensitive people requires patience, empathy, and a deep understanding of their emotional needs. By being mindful of your words, listening actively, respecting their boundaries, and offering reassurance, you can foster meaningful, positive relationships. The key is to be compassionate, understanding, and to always recognize the unique emotional landscape that sensitive individuals navigate. With time, you'll learn to handle interactions with more ease and grace, building stronger, more resilient connections along the way. If you